Okay, Carmine. I'm assuming Carmine since there's an E at the end of it anyway. That's how we would pronounce it here in the U.S. So if it's just Carmen, I apologize. But anyway, Carmine. This is your 18th scale Volkswagen Beetle. Again, pardon my pronunciation of it because I'm sure I'm going to get some comments on this. This is the Surete du Quebec Police Department up there in Quebec, Canada, for those of you that don't know. So like I said, 2 years of French in high school, but that was a long time ago. So anyway, that's how I'm going to stick with it, Surete du Quebec. So anyway, 18th scale Volkswagen Beetle. As you can see, both front doors open. Rear hatch, also the hood opens as well on this, just like it did when it came out of the box. Start closing things down as we go. A little bit of detailed engine, everything's still in there, just a flat plastic engine cover that looks like an engine. Interior stayed the same with the addition of a laptop and mount, also a small light wand inside as well that you asked for. Go ahead and close these doors back down. The decals on these, you provide them from a decal maker. I'm not going to mention names. They applied okay. There were some gaps and things I had to fill in. Doesn't make the best looking complete. I don't know how to word it. But anyway, some of the decals aren't long enough to actually fit in, so you have to do a little bit of addition of some pieces to kind of make everything work together. It turned out very well though, considering. It just takes a long time to bit and piece these little decals together, literally copy and paste, and pretty much cut and paste, like you would say on a computer. On the rear, you can see where the battery goes on the bottom here. I'm going to tell you it's not impossible to get in and out because I've done it a few times just to make sure it was going to be okay to do. Will I promise you it's not difficult? No, I will not. The best way to take it in and out, I would say, is to pop the top of the 9-volt battery cap off and then pull the battery out with like a small, pair of needle nose pliers. Again, I could have made it a lot easier probably to take apart, but I'd have to cut away some of this rear shelf, and it would just take away from the look of the car, maybe affect the way the LEDs were mounted on the shelf and everything else, the strobes. And like that battery should last for quite a while, unless you just constantly run this thing. It should last for quite a while. But again, it can be removed, as you can see, just pulling it up a little bit, and then you can grab it with your finger and actually slide it out over the top here. Like I said, I'm not going to do it because I'll end up dropping something or something will fly and hit the camera. Anyway, it will come out through the rear hatch. We'll shut that back down. Wipe it down real good before I ship it to you. Again, you asked for flashing headlights, flashing taillights, hopefully light bar. We hadn't really discussed this. You couldn't find the exact light bar that you wanted, so what I ended up doing is buying the little Officer Bob Bellevue, Washington Volkswagen Beetle and doing a little work on the light bar, taking the chrome center piece out, repainting the light bar, which took quite a while to get it to look just right. But anyway, that's what we come up with, and I think it turned out very well, considering what we had to work with, and I'm sure you're going to be happy with it. So, like I said, I think it turned out great. The antennas, talk about the antennas real quick. When I got this Beetle, the one ordered, matter of fact, from Canada for you, the antenna is either broken or either it doesn't come with a full antenna. I don't know. I just had the small mounts. What I did was just glue, a little super glue, a little small piece of black wire. It's flexible wire. I don't want to bend it too much because I did just attach it just a second ago, or a couple minutes ago. But anyway, it may come off. I'll include a small piece of black wire in a baggie when I ship this to you, so you can have another piece and you can cut it and trim it. Like I said, I said a dot of super glue. I'm talking about just sticking that wire in the super glue and then just attaching it to the base that's left. That's right here is about where it's at, and that's just a piece of wire. The other antennas, obviously these aren't going to fit in the box with them on like that, so I'm going to take those off and put those in a little baggie as well with a small piece of that black wire, so you can do that. These can be glued on with a rubber cement. I do not suggest super glue. Super glue, if somebody hits the antenna or it breaks loose, it'll actually pull a piece of the paint off the car, so you don't want to do that. I suggest like a rubber cement. There's a glue called Goop that I use quite a bit, G-O-O-P. Can't really see the whole thing here, but anyway, that's just called OOP. but Goop is what it's called, G-O-O-P. Works pretty well, because you get a little bit on something, you actually just let it dry and rub it, and it just comes right off. Also a little dab of hot glue will work or something. I've even heard people melting a little bit of candle wax and sticking it on there real quick so it would hold on there. But to give you an idea, that rubber, that Goop glue, you can see those are on there pretty good, but just pop those right off, and it doesn't even leave a mark. There's a little bit of place there, I say a mark, but anyway, a little piece of that rubber cement that you can just rub, and it will just come right off. So, actually works pretty well. Just leave a little piece right there, pops right off. So, anyway, those will be off when I ship the car, because if not, they're going to break off, and you'll never find them in the box, probably. Let's go to lighting. I got a switch for the Siren, a main power switch on the bottom as well. Turn this on. That was going to be funny and say "Sacre Bleu" when I turned it on, but anyway, I'm not going to. Anyway, I could say it's the coup de grace. Okay, enough French. Flashing headlights. It's late, sorry. Flashing headlights. You asked for red and blue alternating flashers in the fog lights. This is similar to one of the other Volkswagens I built. There's a few changes that you asked for, but anyway, red and blue alternating fogs, flashing headlights. There you can see the interior work light in the laptop. Also, from the front, your red and blue strobe light bar. And there you are from the side. You can see the red hitting pretty hard. Actually, these LEDs, I put these in these light bars. This light bar works out great. Onto the back, your flashing tail light. My shop lights reflecting pretty heavy on us. Flashing tail lights. And then also your red and blue strobes on the rear deck. Again, my shop light's killing me right here. And of course, as I had it open earlier, the rear hatch does open, and you don't want to dig at it because the decals might still be, the coating might still be drying. But anyway, the rear hatch will open, and the LEDs are attached to the rear shelf, not the window anyway. So when the officer is out replacing his battery for his lights, the LEDs will be flashing to the rear of the car for safety purposes. Continue on around. Nothing else to really show on this side. Back side of the laptop, again, the doors open. You can see the laptop facing the driver there. Again, flashing headlights. Yes. First off, I asked for one of my sound cards. Just couldn't get it to work in here. Just too small of a car, even though it's 18th scale. But it does have the 4-tone Siren. We did get it in there for you. Go over it real quick. Won't spend a lot of time on it. Press it again. You get that Siren. There you go. Press it again. It turns it all the way off. The very first one adds the more like a pursuit type. Let it run for just a second. It adds the other sirens in there. Clearing the intersection, whatever. So hit that again. It turns it completely off. So anyway, there you have it. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. Carmine, your Surete du Quebec. I'm going to get so many bad comments on how I'm pronouncing that. But anyway, try to get Surete du Quebec Volkswagen Beetle. And thanks again for the order, sir.